welcome back. Shah from Rivaaz in Leamington. Massive thank you to you guys for all the love and the support that I'm getting on my YouTube channel, on Instagram, on Facebook. 8, 9, 10,000 views on some of the videos, which is absolutely outstanding. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that that's the response that I would get. So thank you so much. Since I'm here, what I'm going to do for you today, I'm going to cook you up a firm favourite of ours, a firm favourite in the restaurant. I love my seafood. Today I'm going to cook you up the Keralan King prawn curry. Right, let's get started and let me show you the ingredients that we're going to be using. Right, so the ingredients we're going to be using, we have black onion seeds, nigella seeds, we have dried curry leaves, we have coconut milk, we have mixed curry powder, we have turmeric, salt for seasoning, big batch of onions, prawns that I just picked up from the supermarket, we have some oil, we have some red chillies, and we have some chopped up garlic. They're the ingredients. They will be listed in the descriptions. Let's get cooking. Right guys, let's get this started. Turn the gas on, get that pot really nice and hot. Let's get the oil in there. There we are. And what we're going to do first is we are going to fry off that garlic. So let the oil heat up. There we are. Let's get that garlic in there. There we are. Now let's give that a stir. Get those nice and browned. And to that, we're going to add the onions. There we are. All of those. Quite a bit of onion into this one. Let those cook out really nicely. You want to soften those as much as possible. Add a bit of seasoning. So just salt, no pepper in this one. Let's get that in there. Good bit of salt. Just to let that soften. Let that cook and we'll come back to that in a moment. So I've just given that about a minute and a half to see how that's coming on. Still a long way to go. There's quite a bit of onion in there, so just give it a few minutes. What we can do at this point is add a bit of water just to sort of help it along. And what that does, it just accelerates the softening of the onions. There we are, give that a stir. Put a lid on that and let it cook. Okay, so that's been cooking for a further 4 or 5 minutes. The water that I've put in there has evaporated. Still going to take a little bit of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the lid off just so that it cooks a little bit nicer and you can see what's happening to the onions. Right, so let's see how we're getting on with that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the spices. So this is the mixed curry powder and it's going to be, I think, about 4 teaspoons, 3.5, that'll do it. And then to that, I'm also going to add a teaspoon of turmeric. Stir that all in, cook those spices out. There we are. Give that a minute and we'll see where we are. Put a lid on it, let those spices cook. Right, so they've been cooking for about a minute now, so let's see how we're getting on. There we are, looking good. Give that a stir. And what they were going to do at this point, now the chillies are completely optional. So put those in and let that cook out just for about another 30 seconds. And what we're going to do then is transfer it into a measuring jug and we're going to blitz that sauce up so that it's really nice and smooth. So we've given that about 30 seconds. That is looking really, really delicious. There is a second part to the cooking process of this curry. So final thing to do at this stage is to put that through a blender and get that sauce really nice and smooth. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and we'll come back to the second part in just a moment. Okay, so I've blitzed up the sauce with my stick blender. Now, the second part of the video is to add the prawns. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to add a little bit of oil to the pot. Let that heat up really nicely. Okay, so that oil is now nice and hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add about a teaspoon of onion seeds. There we are. Stir those in. Let them start popping. Then we're going to add the curry leaves. Those fry off ever so slightly. Now curry leaves have this beautiful, slightly citrusy flavour. And what you're doing there is you're just flavouring that oil with those curry leaves. And then to that, we're going to add the prawns. Now, oil's hot, prawns are wet, be careful. Now you'll see those prawns immediately start to release their moisture, and you've got to try and get rid of that a little bit. Not too much, don't overcook the prawns, but try and get rid of that a little bit. And we're going to go back in and add our sauce. At this point, you can season the prawns a little bit. There we are. Give that a stir. There we are. And give that about 30 to 45 seconds. So there we are. That moisture has now evaporated and we are left with some beautiful prawns. To that, we're going to pour the sauce straight back in. Make sure you get all of it. It is delicious. There we are. Stir that in. Turn the heat down. And straight away to that, you can add the coconut milk. There we are. That's the coconut milk in. Stir that up. Give that a minute. Bring it back up to the boil and you'll be ready to serve it in no time. Right, given that about a minute, let's have a look. Beautifully back up to the boil. There we are. That is a beautifully thick sauce. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your Keralan king prawn curry, ready for you to enjoy. Take care, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.